have a dream.
We choose to go to the moon.
There's cities to be built, and there's a world to be helped.
I regard myself as a soldier.
We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight
from where the zipper ends, round under my, back to my bunghole, down where your nuts hang.
I guess all of you would say this about your mother.
Welcome to History Squirt. I'm Ron Thompson.
And I'm Jason.
What do we got this week, big fella? We got most ridiculous deaths.
Ridiculous
Right?
deaths. BC edition. I want to clarify, this is the BC edition. So I think we might have an AD edition later. And maybe we'll see like sort of a Super Bowl of ridiculous deaths.
I guess this is sort of like that show Ridiculousness, but a podcast and not just little accidents.
Yeah.
Deaths in BC.
Deaths in BC, they're ridiculous. So I've got an example here before we start our tournament. I considered these a bit stupid, but not really clarifying for our list. So we've got Antigonus. He was a renowned Greek poet, and he died by being struck by a pear.
Struck by a pear.
Struck by a pear.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I would hope very fresh pear, so it's actually hard. If you got hit by an old pear, very weak way to die.
All right, so then we would verse him against, let's say, Cambyses, the king of the Achaemenid Empire. He was killed when he tried to get on his horse and accidentally stabbed himself with his own sword.
Oh, brutal. Yeah,
Right.
do we have more details on how that occurred? Just sort of had it in a scabbard or something and it
Well,
got
yeah, I assume
caught
he's
and-
got it in there and he sort of got it caught somehow and then sort of jumped and
Oh,
maybe
God.
the horse moved. And
Yeah.
what more detail do you really need? Do you really want the gory detail?
Yeah, what the logistics of how that happened. I want to understand.
So we would then verse those two off against each other and see which one moves on.
Oh, okay. I see, yes.
So that was my
Yes.
sort of plan. Which one do you reckon wins that one?
You need more fucking details than that, though. But
That's
yes, probably the pear. The pear would move on, I think. That's
The
just,
pear.
that makes no sense.
Well, so this is where we're going to go with this because it's the BC edition. We're going to the first matchup is going to be two people we've done before. Okay,
Okay.
so we did Diogenes. Do you
Yes.
remember how he?
Well, there's three ways.
Well, there was three ways, but the stupid one is the one we're going to go with.
Where he held his breath until he
Yeah.
died?
It just held his breath
Yep.
till he died, right?
Because out of what was it? It was just out of like stubbornness or something. We decided.
He was done. And you know what's weird? Going through these stories, there's a few others who are doing the same thing. There's a bunch of people they just decided to stop breathing and just stop breathing
Dude,
and
that's-
died.
That's how I want. That's how I want to go out. I want to have like I want to have like an argument with my wife.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, she brings something up. Like some small thing. I go,
Yeah.
what? Fuck this. I just hold my breath until I die out of spite.
There's definitely a few where people get angry, just yell, have heart attacks and drop dead. So you could do that if you really wanted to.
No, I want it to be out of spite, out of
Yeah.
stubbornness.
And then we
I
had
want it to be my choice.
and against that we have Crassus and his death. Now, do you remember his death?
No.
Don't remember
How
his
did he
death.
die?
The
No.
molten gold poured down his throat.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
well, somebody did that to him though. That's actually just quite a brutal way to die.
Well, yeah, and also this becomes it seems to be this Parthian tradition because they do it to another bunch of people who do the same thing. And it seems to be they do it to people who try and buy their way out of captivity. So if you fought them in a battle, right,
Yeah.
and you were captured by them and they were like, please let me go, I'll give you all the money. They're like, that means we can pull gold down your throat. Well, it seems to be their way of he thinks he can just buy his way out. Let's see how tough he is with some gold down his throat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
Probably.
there is another guy, Valerian in 260 AD. Same thing happened.
Okay. So it's like a lesson, learning a
So it
lesson.
seems to be
it's a fable.
it's more like not so much a fable. It seems like something they did to people who sort of thought they were too rich for their own good or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
a
makes
common
sense.
thing. It's not like a one-off.
Yeah, easy way to make a vase out of somebody's innards.
Yeah. All right. Have you got a winner for that one?
I'm gonna go with holding your breath. I like that
On
one.
your breath.
Diogenes.
He holds his breath. Right. All right. Next matchup. Qin Shi Huang. Now, I've heard about this guy before. You might have heard about this guy.
You're giving me times? Like, what we're giving? You giving me dates?
Sometimes I'll give you sometimes. They're all BC.
Yeah, I know, but that's a long time span.
He's probably early Qin dynasty, so he's probably 300-400 BC.
Okay.
He's the first emperor of China.
Oh.
And he's the one who decided to drink mercury because he thought it would make him immortal.
Yeah, nice.
You heard of that one?
Well, no, I haven't heard of that one, but I mean, judging that's classic Chinese thinking, I think, based on, the rhinoceros horn for, virility. Yeah, I think that makes sense. That you're going to ingest something, it's going to give you some sort of special power. But unfortunately, it does the opposite.
So obviously, that's what killed you. All right. Hercleides, right?
Does mercury turn you mad? You get mad before you die
Yes,
from
that's where the term Mad Hatter comes from, because the old hats used to be made with mercury, and because they used to make all the time, it would actually send them mad, so you'd be mad as a hatter.
I didn't know that.
Oh, did you know that? Was a fun fact.
No, so the people who were making the hats, what are they called? There's a special name for them. But yeah, okay.
The process involved mercury, and that's why they went sort of a bit nuts. But this is pure mercury ingested. I think that was just them
a Milner
ingesting in their skin.
I think a Milner is somebody who makes hats, but I don't know if that's just for women or that's for everybody. But a Milner makes hats, I believe. Anyway.
Okay, then we got Heraclitus. He was known as a dark, obscure person and a bit of a depressed and like melancholy kind of person. Like he seems to be this sort of depressed, unhappy all the time sort of person. And he was also in the quest for, he was also known as the weeping philosopher. So he was just like, I think all his philosophy is just all this like sad shit, right?
Yeah. Okay.
When they asked him about his true nature, I got a bit of detail about this guy because I thought it was weird. He presented them with a riddle, which they didn't understand. He asked whether it was able to produce a drought after wet weather.
Is it possible to produce a drought after wet weather? We can have a flood after dry weather.
Okay.
I don't know.
Now, he decided to cover himself in cow dung because he felt unwell, and he got trapped in the cow dung and was eaten by wild dogs.
What? He made a what out of cow dung?
So he became ill.
Okay.
He decided the best way to solve this was to bury himself in cow dung.
As a remedy.
He then got sucked into the cow dung because there was so much of it, like quicksand was the word
damn!
used.
Like what's he put this in? Like a huge
and then while he
container
was stuck,
of some sort.
And then while he was stuck, dogs ate him.
Damn. That's fucked. I don't see how you beat that. That's fucked up. I thought he was going to drown in it because, like you're saying, like he just sink down and drown in shit, which is pretty fucked up. Can you imagine breathing in shit and fucking drowning on it?
Look, we may have got a bit more information from him because I like that as a favorite. Burying yourself in cow dung
by dogs,
getting stuck and eaten by dogs is up there. So I assume that wins that round.
Yes, I think so.
All right. Okay, we got Zeno of Citron. He was known of living a life of virtue and in accordance with nature. Right? Now, he tripped, fell, and broke his toe. And there's a few, it says that he tripped and broke his toe. Some say he then died of the broken toe, on the spot, which again is an odd one. Others say that he just killed after he broke his toe. He just went, it's time to go, axed himself.
Yeah, that's tight.
And the third one is
just one last inconvenience.
Yeah,
he's just like, fuck this.
so
He's just had a terrible day. Like he just lost his job. His wife divorced him. He just broke his. He's just like, fuck this.
And he is another one of these people that said that one said he just killed himself. The other one actually says that he just stopped there and then stopped breathing and died on the spot. So another one of these just went, fuck it, I'm not breathing anymore. He stops as well. So we do technically have another death of, fuck it, I've broken my toe, I'm sick of this life, I'm holding my breath.
I think we're sticking with the shit man because I like that
that was the last round. Shit man was last round. This is the new round.
Okay, you're collecting them? Oh, okay. I thought we were moving on. I thought we were moving on the victor from the last round. Okay,
yeah, well,
right.
We'll go back to them. They're the semi-finalists. All right, so he's up against Epicletes, the philosopher known for originating cosmetic theory and the classical four elements. So he's the guy that came up with earth, fire, water, that shit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yep.
He also decided
he was wrong.
He
was wrong, by the way, just because you probably didn't know that. You probably still were operating on the thinking that things were made up of fire, water, wind, and earth. But in fact, that's not true.
That's definitely not the
discovered
case.
Since.
Yeah,
that's why you did so poorly at school.
Yeah,
because you still believe that.
So, in one of his only surviving poems, which is one of the poems that's the end of his life, he starts declaring himself to be a divine being and no longer mortal, right?
Mm.
So he decides that the only way to prove this to everyone is to throw himself into Mount Etna. Now, do you know about Mount Etna would be a volcanic mountain?
Okay, as a sort of rebirth?
As a proof that I am, in fact, immortal.
Yeah, I'm not going to die.
I'm not going to die.
I thought maybe he would come out in another form, like a phoenix.
Well, that may have been his plan, obviously. That may have been his plan that maybe he would come out stronger.
Yeah, that might have been what the shit guy thought too. He's like, I'll come out as like some sort of shit phoenix.
But obviously he jumped into the fire, and it's believed that the lava actually shot out his sandal afterwards, and that was it.
What shot out his sandal?
Well, it says it spat out his bronze sandal.
Oh,
so as he
I
jumped
see.
in,
That came out.
Okay.
That's
all that came out.
I see.
So
that's all it came out. Little sandal. He sunk to the bottom, or just got evaporated. I'd imagine. But
yeah. All right.
Yeah. So I mean, we can't say because if he was a deity, like we might not be able to see him.
This is true
in his god form. So we can't really conclusively say that he wasn't a god.
No, we can't.
Mm-hmm.
All hail Hippocrates. Yeah. So we're going with. So what are you going with? You going with broken toe or jump in a volcano to prove immortality?
This is a tough one because I do like the sort of mild inconvenience.
Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate the mild inconvenience. Just going, fuck it, I'm going to kill myself. I do like the I like the pettiness of that.
Yeah. Yes, I do too.
So yeah, maybe that one. I mean, the other one, like we've heard that story before. I feel like that's been told again and again. They go mad and then they sort of decide that they're a deity. How long before, you were talking last week off mic about one of our sort of affiliates.
Yes.
And their sort of travels and what they believe now, which was a whole cavalcade of insane things.
They're one step away from jumping in a volcano.
Yeah, I was going to say, how long before they declare themselves a deity, do you think?
Yeah, it's
already
closer than anyone else I already know.
They believe that they're involved in they're at the center of many of the political and other ongoings of the world.
Yes.
So I mean, that's sort of, it's still human, but we're getting there.
Right. No, we're going next round. We've got to keep moving. We've got lots of rounds to go. Right.
Okay.
Draco. Okay.
Draco Malfoy from
No.
Harry Potter.
But have you heard
He
of the
doesn't die.
draconian? Have you heard of draconian?
I've heard of draconian measures. Yeah, like that it's super, it's like very bad. Like it's
I think the word draconian comes from him.
from him. Okay.
He's the draconian guy. He
Yeah,
replaced old systems of oral
Yeah,
law and
super
blood
harsh.
feuds with constitutions. So he's like made
Yes.
he wrote the first like code of laws.
Because there was, okay, and I guess that they probably would have been quite harsh. You know,
Well,
you
like
lose a
he's-
hand for
This
stealing
is 700.
and stuff like
this
that.
guy's 700 BC, right?
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
old as fuck. 620 BC. There you go. That's
Yeah,
when he
you
dies.
you stone a woman to death for adultery, that sort of stuff. You stone a woman to death for her husband committing adultery. That sort of
Funny
stuff.
you should bring up stoning to death because Draco was said to be so loved by the Athenians for his lawmaking ability that in 620 he was smothered to death by being thrown gifts of cloak and hats that suffocated him and he died.
Just so many.
So, yes.
They just died. He got smothered. Damn. Yeah. Okay.
Now, obviously, this is 620 BC, so we're assuming a bit of like, imagine just throwing so many hats and cloaks that you literally suffocate under them.
Yeah, that's crazy. And like but were they coming in from the top? People kept throwing them up. People threw them up and over. Like how
This
did
is
that
obviously,
work?
again, this is obviously a legendary like Athenian
Yeah.
tale. Like, you know, it's.
Well, I'm
this
just like,
is-
was he in a ravine and they're all throwing them from the sides? They're all at the top of buildings throwing stuff down. I just don't see how you keep throwing it up and over on top of him. I imagine he's on like a horse too. If it's like, because it's got to be at some sort of parade or something.
Well, you know the old Senate things, like you'd throw it down onto him because he's down on the bottom, like speaking.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So I guess you could do it like he was down there giving a big speech and everyone just threw their shit down and it was just covered him and he dies.
Sometimes they'd always have this night at the hockey in Canada where they would have the teddy bear throw. And so basically everyone would bring these teddy bears and they'd throw them down to the ice and then they at like half time and they'd go and collect them and they'd donate them to the local children's hospital, I think it was. But it would be funny if just a bunch of the players died every year. They're just like, yeah, but like we get the toys and it's good for the kids. So, we'll just take the loss on the players. Send out like the 2 reserves every year.
All right. So Draco is going up against Milo of Croton. Milo was a 6-time winner at the Olympics. He won the wrestling and the boys wrestling in 540 BC.
He was wrestling boys, but he was a man.
No. When he was a boy,
he's like, I won the boys wrestling.
No,
Nice.
so he won like the boys event when he went to the Olympics and won the boys wrestling event.
Yeah.
And
When
then
he
he
was
went
of
5
age,
more
yeah.
times, the 60th, 62nd, 63rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, won them all.
Okay.
Right.
Nice. Tough guy. We're good at wrestling anyway.
All right. So apparently he's walking along a trail one day and he sees a guy trying to split a stump. So he's trying to pull a stump out of the ground, right? But
Pull
apparently
the stump out of the ground or split it? Like
well,
with
he's
an
trying to split
axe?
it to then pull it out. Yeah, he's trying to split
okay.
it so he can pull it
Yeah.
out of the ground. So Milo walks up and goes, "Can I try it with my bare hands?"
Okay. Like
And
trying
the
to
villa-
split it.
Yeah. And the villager goes, "Sure." So apparently the wedge is sort of stuck in there and he puts his hand in and he starts trying to pull it out. And he's just sitting there just pulling it out. The villager goes, "I'm going to go get some food for lunch. I'll be back soon." And off he goes. Now, apparently then the wedge then falls out and his hand gets stuck in the tree stump.
In the tree, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wedge
So-
is the only thing holding it apart.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now his hand's now stuck in this tree stump.
Mm-hmm.
It is then said that when the villager returned, he had been eaten by lions or wolves, unable to reach his weapon and defend himself because his hand was stuck in a tree stump.
Oh, okay. I was expecting something different, like he'd gnawed his own hand off and then bled to death, like a coyote would do.
No, but I
Just
thought it was
immediately.
just...
He's like, this guy's going to come back in an hour, but I've got to be somewhere in 45 minutes. So I'll just gnaw my own arm off.
Well, I think he was... Like I said, he got attacked by a wolf or a lion. I just thought it was, the strongest man's just running around going, I can lift that. And then just gets his hand stuck and gets
the other thing that I thought was going to happen was the villager was just like, oh yeah, I'll go and get some lunch, and then he was just like, oh fuck that, like he got bad, he's just like, I can't bother going back, and so he just never came back, and he just starved to death 2 weeks later or something.
Yeah. All right. So there are 2 deaths. So I've got Draco and his death by cloaks and gifts, or Milo, our Olympic champion, 6-time Olympic champion, getting his hand caught in a tree stump and eaten by lions or wolves.
I don't really like either of them that much, but the first one's better. I think the second one's not really it's not really very funny if he got eaten by a bear or a lion. It's like,
I'm just a sick person then. Oh, there's some ones that are definitely not funny. Right. Crispius excelled in the logic and theory of knowledge and ethics and physics.
Okay.
It's said that he died after seeing a donkey eating figs and joking that he should give it wine.
Is there a donkey eating figs? And he was like, haha, I'm going to give this fig-eating donkey wine. Okay, yeah. And then I'm guessing he gave the donkey wine.
No. He just thought that was so funny and he laughed himself
to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, okay.
Now,
it's not that funny.
Okay. What makes this story even more interesting is Philemon, right, was a Greek poet. 60 years later, he is said to have died from the exact same thing. He also one day saw a donkey eating a fig, thought it was so funny, thought it should give it some wine, and laughed himself to death.
I feel like those two
may have been mixed up.
Conflated, yes.
There may have been some confusion, which is why I put them as the same one. Because obviously there could have been some mix-up in history but clearly that is a reason that someone has died. I
have met a few people who probably will die from laughing at their own jokes. Like, there's one person in particular I'm thinking of who you know.
Is it me?
But no. Do you laugh at your own jokes that hard?
I think I'm hilarious.
Sometimes. I guess. Yeah. No, there is. Yeah, no, I've met people like that who just like they can't stop. So yeah, I guess you could die. Yeah, if you had like a weak heart and you were like laughing really hard, I suppose you'd die.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good way to go though. Second to holding your breath and.
Hey, don't give away what's going on in the next round. I guess the next round will be fast, but we'll get there. All right. So what are we on? I don't understand why a donkey eating figs is so funny.
No.
I think it's, and I think with the wine thing, I think it's implying that like the donkey's drunk. I think it's like a drunk donkey. I think that's what's so funny. Because I assume it's eating the figs that are meant for wine. That's why he's like, haha, give it some wine, because it's like,
but
it's a drunk
wine's made
donkey.
from grapes. Or do they make wine from fig? Do they make fig wine?
I sort of was getting the impression that maybe the donkey was drunk and that's why it was so funny.
I don't know. I don't understand.
Would you think a drunk donkey would be funny?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be funny to watch.
It'd be funny, yeah. Not laughable to death funny, but still entertaining.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good. Oh, yeah. If like someone was just like, hey, give me $5, I'll show you a drunk donkey. I'd be like, yeah, okay.
This sounds like one of your business ideas. Have a zoo, but just make all the animals drunk.
All the animals are drunk. Yeah. And you can suck their dicks. If you're looking for that ad, you can go back to, I don't know what the episode is, but in brackets it says Wild Haven. There's a good ad on that one about fellatio of bestiality.
All right, I got another one. So we got Peterdak, or Philetus. He's supposedly starved to death because he got so enraged by someone's poor use of vocabulary that he couldn't stop writing and died of starvation while writing a retort to this bad vocabulary. And no, we actually don't have the person who he was shitty about.
He wouldn't like this podcast with me going, so anyway, yeah, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably would have died writing a response to this podcast, I would imagine.
Yeah. So again, I think there's another petty one where the guy's clearly so enraged by something so petty that he has basically driven himself to death.
I think what a lot of these stories are showing is the prevalence of, what's it called? Like heart disease back then. Because I feel like most of these just boil down to heart attacks disguised as something else.
Yeah, someone just dropping dead on the spot just comes out as thingo.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we're going with,
Nice.
for this round, are we going with donkey eating figs and being so funny you laugh to death, or being so enraged that you can't stop writing and starve to death?
Oh, he starved to death while he was
It
writing.
says starve to death, but there was also another one that
shit.
talked about the stop breathing as well. But this is a starve to death.
If he's starved to death writing an angry letter, I'm gonna go with that. I thought he just died writing it, and I was like, oh, it sucks. But yeah, no, if he's starved to death, he's that
Supposedly
angry.
the argument
Just
is that
writing
he was
writing a letter to the manager.
he was so enraged
Yeah.
he could not stop writing.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, okay, I like that.
You going with that one?
It's got a pettiness to it again that I like.
All right. A canon of Pigaleia. I don't think we've Figala. So during the Olympic final of wrestling, his unidentified opponent, he had him in a stranglehold, and he was unable to get himself free. So he decided to kick his opponent in the foot. This caused so much pain to the other wrestler that he quit the fight. So he's got him in a neck hold.
Yeah, no, a rear naked choke.
Rear naked choke, by the sound of it. He's then kicked his ankles so hard, the other guys who he's got in the choke is like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Okay. But then it appears that what has happened is he's actually broken his neck. So as soon as he lets go of his neck, he drops dead on the floor.
Yeah, I see. Like, because he's kicked him so hard in the kind of reaction, he breaks his neck. Yeah.
Now, because the other guy conceded defeat before he hit the ground, he is still declared the winner of the final of the Olympics and is the Olympic champion. Obviously, he's lying dead on the ground with broken neck.
Yeah. Do they put him up on the podium? They sort of drag his limp body up there.
I wouldn't think so, no. In fact, they probably declared him a hero, like he died to win the Olympics. Like, you know, like it's pretty epic. Like, imagine that's the sporting moment, isn't it? Like, you win, but you die
for your sport.
Yeah. What if you made a movie of someone like scoring the final try and then dying, and it's like, yes, you did it.
Isn't that what
that'd be the
Aztecs
greatest
did?
sports story? Yeah.
Wasn't the Aztecs or whatever? If they won the game, they all got sacrificed.
Yeah.
The gods.
Bit of that.
That is the ultimate. Yeah, that's the ultimate sacrifice.
So dying in the final. All right. He's up against Mithridates of Persia. So a Persian soldier who embarrassed the king. He boasted of killing his rival.
I would think that
Cyrus the Younger.
Every Persian soldier is an embarrassment to the king.
He started boasting about killing this guy, Cyrus the Younger, and it turned out it was the king's brother.
Like he just didn't know?
Yes, it seems like he just walked into it and didn't realize it was his brother and just started talking shit about how he killed him. Yes.
Okay. Like in a bar fight or something.
No, I think he just said he boasted killing him.
Yeah.
Killing his rival. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is not over. So obviously he was executed by scrapism. Scrapism? I'm going to go with scapism. Scapism. All right. Also, I put the note. You should have shut the fuck up. SCAPHISM.
Yeah, scaphism.
All right. Now, this is obviously, now you ready for this? All right. This is
Yeah.
what that is. Okay. It's also known as the boats. This is reported by Plutarch,
I've
by the
heard of
way.
this one. Yeah.
You have heard
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
So, an ancient Persian method of execution is described being trapped between two small boats, one inverted on top of the other, with limbs and heads sticking out, and they smear milk and honey all over them, allowing them to fester in the sun and be devoured by insects and other vermin over time.
Fucking brutal.
That's a brutal one. Yeah.
Yeah. The only one that I can think that's akin to that is the one where I think it was also the Aztecs or Mayans or something. They used to do that thing where they would flay all your skin off and then they'd tie you down like the ants eat you. That's pretty fucked
Yeah.
up. But yeah, sounds fucking awful. I mean, just because it's such a long way to die. Especially if they came and kept giving you water. That'd be brutal if they came and give you water. Because you'd die after 3 days with no water. But
Oh, God.
yeah, it must hurt so much. Those little bites.
All right. So I'm going to be going with the brutal death or the hero of the Olympic final.
I don't know. Could I pass it over to you for this one?
I'm going with
not
I
sure.
like the hero. I'm going with the hero.
Okay, we'll do that.
I like the
Yeah,
hero.
the other one's just a bit. The other one's just mean. The trigger is good, like how he bragged about killing his brother, but the ending's just brutal.
Yeah. There was another one that came up that was basically like another like brutal form of murder. Like how it was where what they do is they put you in a room, seal the room, fill the room with ash, and apparently like the ash would just make the air unbreathable and you eventually just suffocate and die. But it's obviously it's slow.
Yeah, because it's just like little particles.
Brutal. Yeah, I assume the particle
Might fill up.
scientist.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might fill up the ash particles might sort of fill up your lungs to the point where they're not they don't become like filters anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you're not getting, so you get less and less and less oxygen maybe, and then eventually die. Yeah, that sounds brutal, but not as I feel like not as painful. I feel like struggling to breathe. I feel like it's not quite as painful as the escapism.
Yeah, true.
Or burning to death. Escapism probably worse though. Way longer.
The
bull.
Sophocles.
The bull's the worst. The bull's the most horrible way to die. The brass bull or whatever it is. So they fucking put you inside a bull and light a fire underneath. That's awful. Claustrophobia and fucking basically not even burning to death, almost like boiling to death.
Boiling, yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
All right, Sophocles. All right, so we've got a few legends for him. So we've got option A, he choked on an unripe grape and died.
Mm-hmm.
One said that he died of joy after hearing his last play had been successful.
Mm-hmm.
And the third account reports that he died after reading one of his monologues aloud and decided not to pause and again collapsed from lack of breathing.
Just from not pausing during reading his own.
You're reading his own thing because he was so excited about the success of his play.
I saw this clip online, which it's probably not even true. Somebody telling this story about Steven Seagal, and they I don't know if they were working on something with him, and they walked up to him and he was reading something, and he was basically crying or something, and they go, well, "What are you reading?" He goes, "Oh, I just finished reading the most beautiful script I've ever read." And they're like, "Oh, what is it? Who wrote it?" He's just like, "I wrote it." Which is fucking insane. So that's what I'm thinking of. He's getting so passionate about his own work that he dies because he just doesn't breathe. He's just like, this is the greatest. This is the greatest soliloquy ever written, and I wouldn't dare tarnish it by taking a breath.
That might be the most on-point comment you've ever made in the entirety of this podcast.
I don't think I said either during that, which is pretty good.
That was actually on point. We were talking about that. It was a good editor. Like, look at you go. You're coming up in the podcast well.
I'm
Right.
paying attention.
All right.
At least enough.
At least enough.
So wait, what are the two? So we got this guy.
No,
we
this
haven't
is
got the
Socrates.
second
So I
one
got
yet.
the second one.
Yeah.
Is Jing
Wait, that was
of Jin.
Socrates.
That was Sophocles.
Sophocles.
Yeah.
Did you even? So he's a playwright. Okay.
He's a playwright. We've got he either died of an unripened grape or, like I said, there's 3 stories. Unripened grape.
Mm-hmm.
He died after hearing that his play had been successful.
Yeah.
But the one that I was really talking about was the fact that
Yes.
he
was
reading his play and loved it so much he forgot to breathe and died.
Yes, very nice.
So that's up against Jing of Jin. In the summer of 1581 BC.
Jing province. We talked about Jing province in the Battle of the Red Cliffs.
A shaman warned Duke Jin, the ruler of Jin from 599 to 581 BC, that he wouldn't enjoy the coming harvest. Okay?
He wouldn't enjoy it.
He wouldn't enjoy it. Shaman said, you're going to die before the next harvest.
Well, that's not very nice.
Later that summer, they were preparing to eat.
Okay, he's going to die before the harvest. I see. I thought the shaman's just like, look, you're just not going to enjoy it. It's just not going to be a pleasant harvest for you.
Okay,
that's all.
The harvest is in the room, okay? The harvest is now on the table, ready to eat. The king looks at the shaman and goes, what the fuck? I'm not dead. And they go outside and execute the shaman.
Okay.
The king then goes to the bathroom. He then falls through into the hole and drowns in the turd and urine, never enjoying the harvest as the shaman had predicted.
Oh, damn, that's brutal. You just try to go to the bathroom, you just fall down. Oh, man.
He just killed the shaman, who was obviously clearly right now.
Yes.
So it's this whole, like, again, we're very old in time, so these stories are probably a bit dodgy, but let's stick with them. All right, so you're going with
I feel like we've already got
the shithole.
Yeah, well, we've already got a poo death, and I don't think this one is good though. No, I think the other poo death is going to beat this. So I got to pick probably the first guy.
The guy who was just talking without punctuation.
Yes. Yeah, maybe not. No, you know what? No,
I'm going with the poo death. Poo's good.
Okay,
yeah. I think you're wrong. But like, I know you're like, why is poo making the final rounds? Because it's poo. It's funny. It just.
There's that guy who got shit on by an elephant and died. He was like, I don't know. He had an elephant shat on him and he got like crushed to death.
All right, this is the final round.
I don't know.
Final round. All right, a big 2 coming up. Astiscles was the father of Greek tragedy. Okay. It is said that he died when an eagle dropped a tortoise on his head, thinking it was a rock.
What, the eagle thought the tortoise was a rock?
The eagle thought the man's bald head was a rock.
And it wanted to split the tortoise open.
Yeah, so attempted to use the man's head, and he was struck with a tortoise from a large height and died on the spot.
That's pretty good. Was he standing still? I guess he must have been still for quite some time.
This story's 455 BC.
Was his head was just popping out of some other rocks?
In the
like what?
In the AD edition, we'll probably have some more information, but in the BC edition, we are strapped for a bit of information. But...
Just wondering where his head was. Maybe like a very rockless area. Do you know, like there's there's absolutely no other rocks around.
Yeah, possible.
Like a desert or something.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how his head would, unless he was like standing in a rock formation. I don't know. But yes, very nice.
You like that one? That was pretty simple. Now I've got Pyrrhus, the great king of Epirus. Now, I just wanted to quickly do this one with, this guy is a veteran of, 20 years of warfare. He's a war guy. He's been fighting wars for 40 years. Okay? And one day he's fighting a battle and a mother looks down at the battlefield and sees that her son has been marked up against the great king himself.
Okay.
She decides to grab a roof tile from her roof and throw it at the king. She direct hits the king and he falls to the ground.
Mhm.
It's said that the son then beheads him.
Oh, okay. In the
Okay.
tournament or
No, this is
their
in a
fight?
big battle. It's in the middle of a battle
Yeah.
in this city. A
Oh,
mother
I
just
see.
comes out in the balcony,
Yeah, nice,
sees that
dude.
her son's fighting some guy. Like when we say some guy,
Yeah.
that's why I sort of had to bring out the fact that this is the, one of the greatest generals of the time, you know, and he's been defeated by a mother throwing a roof tile at him.
I'd hope that my mum had my back like that. That's good.
Oh shit! Would you be like, shit, son? You're like some poor peasant kid. You can't be fighting the king. Like that you just you're there to rack up kill numbers.
I would be.
Because that's the thing. Because obviously the king has got the shiniest armor. Like we talked about that. I think we talked about that before. Like it's not hard to figure out who the king is. He's the guy with the awesome armor. So you're fighting the guy with awesome armor, the best swords and shit. You're gonna get fucking destroyed. You're a peasant.
Yeah.
And your mum's just saved
absolutely.
you. Your mum's
nice.
just saved you.
Pretty good.
All right. So what are we going with? Mother kills king with a tile, or eagle mistaking a man's bald head for a
Yeah,
rock
that
and
one.
throwing a tortoise.
Eagle. Go on the eagle.
All right. We're going back to our first two. All right. We're going with, we got our top 8. We got Diogenes holding his breath.
Mm-hmm.
Or we've got decided to cover himself in dung, turn into quicksand, and got eaten by dogs.
Let's leave I feel like we should leave the dung one to the end because it's probably gonna.
No, this is the semi-final or quarterfinal.
Okay.
So you're sticking with that
well,
one. I know you're picking with the poo one. Yeah,
I
it's your favorite
do
by
like.
far.
I do like. Look, I do like the pettiness. The pettiness is good, but I also like that this guy thought that he could cure whatever ailed him.
No, the pettiness is the next round.
Excrement.
That was Diogenes one where he holds
Yeah,
his
but still
breath.
pettiness where he just holds his breath.
I guess. No, I think you're talking about because the next round is the guy who broke his toe and then decides to crack the shits. Versus the guy who got smothered with cloaks and hats.
I don't like the cloaks.
I don't like the cloaks.
I didn't like the cloak. I didn't like the cloaks originally, so get rid of that.
All right, now we've got
it's too cutesy. It's a little too like Pixar for me,
We got the guy who starved to death because he was the incorrect vocabulary. Or we've got the guy the Olympian who broke his neck but won the Olympics.
Get rid of the Olympian.
Olympian's gone.
Yeah.
I like how you're going with the petty ones.
I just like it because there's something that I really admire about stubbornness. Like, when have you been petty? Like, think of a time. Like, pettiness is incredible. It feels awesome.
Yes. Yeah, I guess. It's not petty. It's
have
just I'm done with it.
Have you ever been petty?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah,
well, actually,
tell
no.
me.
I don't think I have, but people tell me I have. You're being petty. I don't think I am. I think I'm standing on this hill and I'm dying on it.
I think I've told this story on the podcast before, but like I just think of this one time when we were going to vote, and there was these posters for this politician, this woman, like all over our suburb on the way to the place. My wife had expressed that she didn't like this woman, but then on the day of the voting, she was in a bit of a mood, and then so I secretly voted for this woman. just spitefully because I was annoyed at her on the day, right? Like, and it felt incredible.
Have you told her this?
Yeah, I have told her, but like many years later, many years later, I told her. I think she like didn't even remember. She was like, and I was like, oh, so good at the time. Yeah, that's the stuff. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good for the soul, I think.
All right. Final quarterfinal is what we just did. Eagle drops tortoise on man's head thinking it's a rock, or guy who falls in the toilet after killing his shaman for saying he wouldn't live to eat the new harvest.
Didn't we just do that? We already did that.
Yeah, we did. That's what I mean. We're going back around.
Oh, we're doing the tortoise head.
We're going with tortoise head. All right.
Yeah.
We're down to a top 4 now.
Okay.
So we've got cow dung versus guy who broke his toe.
Mm.
Guy
Again,
did decide
I
to
like
bury
the
himself in
pettiness.
cow dung. I was like, you know what really got me with that story? It's like, you know what?
It's
He
the
thought.
dogs.
No,
The
yes,
dogs is-
it's the dogs.
It's
the
so
dogs.
surprising. It's surprising because you're like, oh, did he drown? Or like, did
Yeah.
he get sick from the cow dung? It's like, no, he got stuck and
It's
dogs
like-
ate him.
Yeah, you're sort of like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, he's
okay.
going to bury himself in cow dung. Yeah, he's going to die from some like disease or suffocate on cow dung or something. No, dogs turn
Yeah,
up and
dogs
eat him while
eat
he's stuck in it.
Yeah, it's like telling a completely unrelated story.
Yeah,
And like, yeah, this guy got on the bus and he went to work and he bought a coffee at lunch, and then some dogs ate him. Like it's just
yeah,
it's like not
yeah.
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Okay, yep. Cow dung.
What are we going with? Cow dung still.
Cow dung. Mm-hmm.
All right. And then we've got guy riding all night, so enraged he starved to death, or back to our eagle tortoise head.
Ooh, this one's a bit tougher.
So you don't like the petty
I think
ones
I'm gonna
and
have
the guy.
to. Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, the tortoise thing is funnier. I think.
The tortoise is dead. Like I can imagine.
Where
Like, could you imagine
Where
just
is
like?
he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Can you
are we
imagine
just?
seeing that?
Yes, that's what I mean. Like, you just talking, you having a chat. How are you go? Yeah, you go. And we're walking along, and all of a sudden,
Drops
just
dead.
a tortoise comes out of nowhere.
Well, he
Hits
dropped
him on the
dead,
head
and
he
you'd be
dropped
like,
dead. Yeah.
hold on, what hit him? And he'd be
What the
like,
fuck just
fucking
happened?
tortoise. He'd be like, did a fucking eagle just drop
Yeah.
that tortoise on him? He died?
And there's now an eagle flying ahead trying to get his tortoise back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the eagle would probably come back for the tortoise too.
He'd
just be like, oh, yeah. Eagle would just be like, it was a successful hit.
Yeah. Tortoise is like, what?
Eagle's just pissed because the tortoise didn't crack open because his skull
Yeah.
wasn't hard enough.
Exactly. He's like, what the fuck's going on? I thought that would
All right,
work.
we'll go with that one.
All right. So that brings you to the final. It's cow dung versus tortoise head. Now, I want to point out that one has poo
Yeah.
and one has tortoises. I don't know if you're a fan of tortoises and eagles.
One's good. I think it's got to be the manure. I think just
Gotta
because
be
that
the manure.
curveball at the end with the dogs.
The dogs.
And just the fact that he got to that point where he thought that was going to cure him of whatever. I wonder what he had to.
I think
like,
there
he's
was.
just
I
got-
should get it. I think there was.
He's just got a small cut, and he's like, this will cure me. Or he's got like some indigestion. It's like, oh, I'll get in some fucking manure.
dropsy. He reckons he was suffering from dropsy.
What's that?
I don't fucking know.
It's an incapacity to hold things. You just keep dropping them.
You gonna Google it? Or you gonna make me do it?
Dropsy.
Because remember, this is the guy that was like. Remember, he was quite depressed and shit. He was that kind of like dark, like depressed, didn't listen to anyone.
Yeah, he's probably like a hypochondriac or something as well.
Well, you'd think
It's an-
hypochondriac.
Dropsy is an outdated medical term for edema, which is an accumulation of excess watery fluid in the body's tissues or cavities, causing visible swelling. Historically used to describe conditions like heart failure or kidney disease. So yeah, I'm not sure how he thought that was gonna cure anything. Maybe he thought, so if I can create enough pressure around my body, right?
Yeah.
Like water's not going to do it. I need like a heavier fluid to create enough compression. So this is sort of like compression.
Well, surely you're just
therapy
trying to get rid of
going
the fluid,
for.
are you? You're
That's
just
what I
trying to
mean.
get rid
No,
of the fluid.
but think about toothpaste in a tube and what you do to get the toothpaste out. You squeeze the tube.
Yeah.
Right? So he's thinking if I can compress my body enough with manure, I'll press the fluids out.
Fluid out, yeah, possibly.
Yeah. Right? That's what I'm thinking.
But why would
then
you
he
just
gets
like?
eaten by dogs. That wasn't part of the plan. Getting eaten by dogs.
Remember, he got
But-
trapped like quicksand.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, that's what I assume the approach was. Was just trying to compress himself.
all right,
Body
Well, we
cavity. Hold on. Characterized by I'm confused about this, but characterized by fluid buildup in the body cavity leading to a swollen abdomen and scales that protrude outwards in a pine cone appearance. Damn, that's crazy. Okay.
well, I assume we have like cures for all this shit now.
For fluid in the body? No.
Well, yeah, probably.
It's like it's like balding. You can't cure
I
fluid in the
disagree.
body.
It's something you can definitely do things.
No. No.
All right. Well, we just know one thing: don't try and
Yeah,
bury
don't.
yourself in coward. It's like, do you feel like one more thing? Like,
No,
do you feel like
I think no. We don't know that that's not true.
that's what I'm
The
saying?
problem
It
was
could
he
have
got
helped him.
eaten by dogs.
He
It
got
could have
eaten by
helped.
dogs. It could have helped.
That was the issue. So if you're going to do that, make sure
Yeah.
there's no dogs around. You want to be in
Yeah.
an enclosed area where dogs can't get to you, or
Yeah.
any other sort of animal that could eat you, I suppose.
Yeah.
And then you should be good to
Lions,
go.
wolves. In fact, you shouldn't really get trapped anywhere because lions and wolves will you with our other. I thought that was a real contender. The Olympian who got his hand stuck and just eaten. Like, I thought that was quite entertaining.
I imagine that guy was only gone for like 2 hours. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Well, he can't have been gone for that long.
No, probably not.
Mm.
It's weird.
Anyway.
That's our BC winner.
All right.
Hopefully we get to an AD of edition.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us on History Squirt this week. If you like the show, give us a follow. I should have put this at the front of the episode. Yeah, follow us on fucking Spotify or whatever other platform you listen to this on. And yeah, go squirts. Catch you next week.
History Squirt.